The aim of the work that we've been doing here at Leeds Beckett through the Movember funding has been to look in detail at what works in relation to mental health promotion work for boys and men. We were first commissioned to do work for Movember about 2 years ago, and then recommissioned to do some additional work approximately 18 months ago, and that work was completed towards the end of 2014. And it's great to be able to launch the findings of that report during Men's Health Week. Having gathered all the information from the various component parts of the study, we then integrated them and looked for similarities across what we'd been told about what works, or the things that are important. And the things that seem to be most important, picking up 3 of those. One is the setting that projects are delivered in, and making those settings male-friendly, or delivering in already male-friendly environments, such as utilising male spaces like football clubs, workplaces. So settings were important. I think some of the other things that came across to me as being most important were taking a positive approach to boys and men. I think all too often we have a very negative view of boys and men, and it's important in any work to have a more positive view, to think about what they bring to projects and programmes, what are the assets that they have that can be drawn on to enable that work to be done, and for them to help in engaging other boys and men into the projects and programmes. So peer work as well was very important. I think the final one for me that seemed incredibly important was around activity-based elements rather than talking-based. Obviously, a lot of mental health work is based around what they call talking therapies. And one of the things that was found time and time again is that actually shoulder-to-shoulder activity as the first hook into projects seems a much better way of engaging men than trying to get them to sit down in a group or a gang together and break bread and share their emotional thoughts and feelings. In terms of what we hope to get out of the work and what Movember hope to get out of the work, there's going to be the usual products. So there'll be the overall report from the project, there'll be a report from the symposium element. The Men's Health Forum have worked on this project with us, and they've produced a very useful how-to guide for practitioners. So we're trying to ensure that the products we produce will impact at various levels. There'll be academic research papers which will help to fill some of the current research gap, but also point out where research gaps still remain. The how-to guide that we're producing in collaboration with the Men's Health Forum is mainly aimed at practitioners, and I think will possibly be one of the most useful aspects of the work, in that it's a tool that practitioners can take, and it will help them think through how to go about working with men. One of the things that we've found over the years is that when practitioners are enthusiastic about working with men, they often reinvent the wheel. And the aim of the how-to guide is that it will at least give them an idea of what we already know works and doesn't work. And then finally, we hope that elements like the symposium report can perhaps be utilised as a lever for advocating for particular types of approaches to mental health and well-being for boys and men with various levels of commissioners and policymakers.